So for spring 25, the biggest change Evolv Climbing has gone through is in the Defy climbing shoe and the Defy lace-up series. First off, you've got the Defy Velcro here, made available in the Defy and the Defy Low Volume, which is going to replace your Electra series. So this shoe, first and foremost, is going with a single Velcro strap with that triple over top setup here. So it's going to give you the little bit more adjustment that you had from the previous Defy series with just that dual overhead strap you have on the instep there of the shoe. This gives you a little bit more feel like a lace-up shoe would, and then they also have that dual overlapping tongue, which makes it really easy to get your foot in and out of with this shoe. You also are getting that perforated upper synthetic leather here, and yes, we're still going with the synthetic in this style shoe. You have a little bit more of an aggressive heel on this shoe here as well, and one of the reasons that they've done this is they want this shoe to be able to be a little bit better at heel hooking compared to the original Defy series. And one of the reasons that is, even in an entry-level shoe, is a lot of the gyms, specifically in that V1, V2, V3 category, where you're still pretty entry-level climber, is you're getting into heel hooking pretty early on these days with the way they're building and setting routes. A lot of it's competition inspired, even in that entry-level category. So they wanted a shoe that could do that at an entry-level price point. The other thing is, you're going to notice that these shoes actually have some moderate camber in the shoe. And again, that's going to give you a little bit more power in this shoe compared to a shoe that is pretty flat overall throughout. So you're still going to get great comfort with the shoe as an entry-level climber. On a scale of 1 to 10, it is a 4 as far as its stiffness is concerned. So it's very versatile in that category. So specifics about the build: it is a synthetic upper on this shoe. It's using a 1.6 millimeter thick full plastic shank in this shoe, and it's going with a 3.5 millimeter Trax sticky rubber on the outsole here. Size range for the standard volume here with the black Velcro strap is going to be a 37 to a 49.5. For the low volume version here with the white Velcro strap, you are going to find this available in ranges from 35.5 all the way up to a 46.5. Now, the Defy lace here isn't just a lace-up version of the standard Defy. They do change it up a little bit with this shoe, and mainly that's with the build around the shoe. So you're getting, again, that lace-up here. So for people that want a shoe comfortable for longer climbs, less short technical routes like a Velcro shoe, with the lace up here, they're actually giving you the same 1.6 millimeter full plastic shank in this shoe, but they're actually going with a little bit of a thicker Trax rubber here. So this is going up to that 4.2 millimeter Trax sticky rubber on the outsole. This shoe is definitely designed for longer climbs, longer routes. That's why you would maybe go with the lace up for your longer climbs, maybe even outdoor multi-pitch routes, versus the Velcro is going to be more common for bouldering or your short sport routes in the climbing gyms. Again, the standard volume in the Velcro and the lace up will come denoted with the black laces. This is just a sample, but the black laces on the standard volume, and when you go to the low volume, you are going to find the white Velcro strap and the white laces on the Velcro and the lace up version of the new Defy, which replaces the Electra. For spring 25, there are no updates to the Shaman or the Shaman Pro, but if you aren't familiar with the shoe, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown on these two models and what similarities and differences they are here for you. So one of our best sellers is the standard Shaman, that you find it in the standard volume and the low volume here. One of the reasons this shoe has been selling so well is some of the main features here. So again, you get a full vegan shoe here with synthetic leather upper, and you have these nice 3 Velcro straps here. And what this allows you to do for you or the climber is you've got the split tongue on this shoe. So it allows you to really, again, open up this shoe and really makes it easy to get your foot inside this upper here. So that's one of the main things, to make it as easy as possible to get into this style of a shoe. So first is it's easy to get in and out of. And you can still ideally lock your foot in pretty solidly here with those 3 Velcro straps. You can obviously see this got quite a downturned toe, so it's got quite a bit of camber here on this shoe. You're actually going with the 1.6 millimeter half midsole with the love bump in here. If you're not familiar with it, when you stick your hand in there, you'll notice that there's a little divot under the big toe area, and that's really helped us fill that void as your toes become more and more curled in a shoe like this, where you need more volume up top and taking some of the volume out of the bottom of the shoe there. This also has the 4.2 millimeter Trax sticky rubber outsole on this shoe, so you're going to get great sticky rubber. On our PSR scale, on a 1 to 10, this is actually a 6, so it's still in that versatile frame, but it's definitely giving you more powerful edging for this shoe on those smaller holds. Definitely have a much more aggressive heel back here as well that's tensioned, so really great for heel hooking on those more aggressive climbs. So for that type of climber, this is definitely cambered, downturned midsole on this shoe. Definitely meant for that more intermediate to advanced climber, whether you're using it for bouldering or sport climbing. This shoe in the standard volume is available in the 37 all the way up to a 49.5. For the Shaman low volume, this is available in a 35.5 all the way up to a 46.5. Now let's jump into the Shaman Pro Series. The biggest identifier that you can see from just looking at it is their closure system sound. This is using the new Evolv wrap Velcro system. So what this does is allows you to have a Velcro system on this shoe that functions and gives you the adjustability similar to a lace-up shoe. And the big advantage there is you can really dial in the fit on this type of a shoe. The other thing on this is part of the Evolv wrap system is you no longer get that split upper tongue. You have a one-piece fit here. So it's not going to be quite as easy to get on, but once it's on, it's going to have a more glove-like fit. That Evolv wrap is what's giving you a tensioned rubber midsole. So you actually can see that here on these shoes in the purple on the low volume and in the yellow here on the standard volume. And again, that's going to provide an even more glove-like fit for this type of a shoe as you becoming more advanced in your climbing. Now again, this is still a fairly aggressive cambered shoe, that downturned toe. So again, this is more for those aggressive sport climbs or bouldering with the Shaman Pro here in the standard and the low volume here. So again, you're getting a much more tensioned heel on this. So again, great for heel hooking on this type of a shoe, and does give you a little bit more padding on that inside ankle bone. So when you are wrapping your leg, especially around arêtes and bumps, you're going to get a little bit more ankle protection on the Shaman Pro here. The standard volume is available from that 37 to that 49.5 size run. The low volume version here is available from 35.5 up to that 46.5. Again, we're getting into one of our top sellers here with the Chronos and the Kira, which is basically a standard volume and a low volume version of each other. The Chronos and the Kira are a lightly cambered shoe. It's still designed for that beginner to intermediate climber with that nice split tongue in a Velcro system here with a single Velcro strap on the upper, but still has a lower strap to help take up some of that volume for anybody that's got a little bit of a narrower foot on this shoe. The big advantage with this particular one is you have a very large Velcro patch on the side here, so it really allows you to put that pressure on that instep wherever you would like it, and that's fully adjustable whether you have a really narrow foot or a higher volume foot. This will fit a large variety of people's feet in the Kira and the Chronos shoe here. The shoe is a fully vegan shoe, again, for the Kira and the Chronos, like the majority of our shoes. This is running that 1.2 millimeter plastic full length shank on the inside. It is also using a 4.2 millimeter Trax sticky rubber on the outsole here. On the PSR rating, this actually has a 4. So again, it is on the softer side, but still versatile. So gives you some decent edge and control, but it is soft, so it allows new climbers to intermediate climbers to find a really comfortable shoe that gives you good versatility all over the gym. The Chronos is available in sizes from 37 to 48. The Kira is available in size ranges from 34 to 42.5. So this is the Evolv Rave flat climbing slipper. This is one of our only shoes in a leather build and not a synthetic leather build. So the shoe will have a little bit of stretch to it. This is great for anybody from beginner to advanced climbers. Initially designed to be able to do a lot of crack climbing, I find that this shoe has done really well as like a training shoe. So I get to use this shoe on a variety of climbs. I find myself spending about 60 to 70% of my time in this shoe, whether I'm bouldering, gym climbing. If I'm spending time on the kilter board, I actually really like this shoe as a trainer. It really focuses my technique where I want it. So this shoe is a very fun shoe. It actually fits a variety of feet really well, especially if you want something to be able to slip on real quick. You can get the shoe to fit a little bit tighter than other shoes and still have it be comfortable. So you have a leather upper. You actually have a 1 millimeter full plastic shank on the inside of this shoe. It's also using its 4.2 millimeter Trax rubber on the outside, so you're going to get great sticky rubber, but also good durability on the shoe for the longevity. This shoe is available from 37 all the way up to a 48. So this is a great size run, especially if you want to run a shoe that is really good as a unisex shoe, so you can get one shoe to fit a broad spectrum of consumers. I find this shoe does really well whether you're focused at a gym or an outdoor retail store. It hits both customers uniquely well. The slipper has traditionally been not as popular of a shoe, but once you get it on people's feet, they get it. The Rave shoe retails at $139, wholesales at $76. Now this is the Yosemite Bum by Evolv. Now, this shoe was specifically designed for your long trad, long sport climbs and crack climbs. It is more of a mid-top, high-top shoe, so it's definitely going to provide your foot with a lot of protection, especially around your ankle bones where you really need it most, especially in those crack climbing situations here. This also gives you a lot more lacing capability because of how far down the toe area the lacing system goes here, so you really can dial in the fit, make sure this shoe fits well but also fits comfortably for those really long days where you're not taking the shoes off every 5 minutes like you are in more technical climbing situations. It is a flat to lightly cambered shoe as well, so it really is going to allow you to get good edge hold on a shoe like this, but also smears slab really, really well. So you're going to get amazing amount of grip with this shoe. This comes in a medium and a low volume version. The medium volume version here will have the black trim and the black laces. The low volume version will have gray trim and gray laces, so you can see the difference between the two so you don't accidentally mix them up. This is a fully synthetic upper. Again, that means that this shoe is fully vegan. This is using a 1.6 millimeter plastic and 1 millimeter composite full-length midsole. So again, great durability and power in this shoe on a scale of 1 to 10 in the PSR system. This is an 8, so it's giving you amazing stability in that shoe. The standard volume comes in a size run of 37 all the way up to 49.5, while the low volume version of the Yosemite Bum comes in a 35.5 all the way up to a 46.5. This shoe also comes with one full resole for free. So it's like getting 2 pairs of climbing shoes for the price of one, and that will be resold at our Tustin resole location. So in spring 24, we introduced the brand new Evolv V6 climbing shoe in the standard and the low volume here. Now, we wanted this shoe to come in at a more of a price point focused climbing shoe for that intermediate to advanced climber at the sub $200 price point. Most of the shoes in this category have been traditionally at or above $200. So one of the reasons we've been able to do that, instead of that split sole, we have a full sole here on this shoe. It's going to allow that shoe to also smear a little bit better on those larger smear style holds. And this still comes with that really large toe patch on the upper here, as well as a tensioned heel rand for heel hooking. This does come with that ease of entry split tongue So it allows you to fully open up that shoe to get your foot in and out really easy, whether you're in that standard or that low volume fit shoe here, with that large Velcro patch on the side, which allows you to give you a little bit more adjustment range in that shoe so you can find the ideal fit for yourself. This does come with that 1.6 millimeter half rand midsole with the love bump on the inside to help take up some of that volume underfoot where your toes are curling, giving you that extra volume on top. So it really helps when you are toe hooking on this shoe here. This does come with that 4.2 millimeter TRX sticky rubber, so you're getting great edge control, good power transfer. This is on a PSR scale of 6, so on that soft to stiff scale, 6 being a little bit stiffer, but still very versatile in that climbing range. So this is designed specifically for, again, those intermediate to advanced climbers, focused obviously on bouldering with that V6 name, but definitely can be used for sport climbing. Again, like the majority of our shoes, this comes in a synthetic leather. This shoe is entirely vegan. The standard volume will come in a size range from 37 to 49.5. The V6 low volume, which is denoted by the white strapping here, is going to come in a size run of 35.5 to 46.5. Now this is the Phantom and Phantom low volume from Evolv Climbing. Now the Phantom was definitely designed for intermediate to expert climbers for bouldering, specifically for outside use. Not to say that it can't be used in gym climbing, but what makes this designed for outdoor bouldering compared to some of the other shoes in the market is the lacing itself in this Velcro setup can actually be replaced. So it does get torn up on some of the more aggressive rock out there that can tear up our laces and our Velcro straps a little bit more. This one's actually replaceable on the standard and the low volume Phantom here. This does have a very large toe bumper on the top, great for your toe hooking, a more aggressive heel patch and aggressive wrap around the back of the heel, again, great for your heel hooking on it. This does have that split tongue upper, so it does make it much easier to get in and out of this shoe, it being a Velcro shoe. This is using our synthetic leather upper, so it is a fully vegan shoe, again, like the majority of our shoes are. This is using a 1 millimeter plastic tensioned rubber midsole on this with a 4.2 millimeter Trax sticky rubber outsole on this shoe. This on our PSR scale is an 8, so on a scale of 1 being soft and 10 being stiff, this is definitely on the stiffer side. So you're looking for getting really good power and edge control on that edge of your shoe. This is going to be one of those ones that's going to give you maximum power for climbing on those smaller holds, giving you much better edging. The standard volume Phantom is going to come in a size range from 37 all the way up to a 49.5. The low volume version, denoted by the white patch on the Velcro strap here, is going to come in a 35.5 all the way up to a 46.5. So if you're a climbing gym or a guide service or a retailer that has a rental program for climbing shoes, the Titan non-marking climbing shoe would be the one to consider. The adult Titan rental shoe will come with a leather upper, so that's going to give you the ability to have really good fit for anybody getting into the shoe. And speaking of fit, this has that dual Velcro upper with that split tongue, making it really easy for any user to get their foot in and out of a rental climbing shoe. The adult Titan non-marking climbing shoe here is going to come with the 5 millimeter Trax GT rubber here that's non-marking. This is going to come with a 1.6 millimeter plastic midsole shank on the inside of the shoe, so it's going to give you great support for the life of this shoe. The Junior is going to be a vegan upper with a 1 millimeter plastic full length shank on this shoe, and it's still going to come with the 5 millimeter Trax GT non-marking rubber on the outsole. So again, great shoe if you have a climbing gym that is using a rental program, a retailer with a rental program, or a guide service that is using a climbing shoe rental program. This shoe would be the one to consider. The adult Titan rental shoe will come in a 35 to a 48 size run, whereas the Junior shoe is going to come in a 30 to a 34. So this will give you a full size run option from your kid all the way through your adults for a rental program. This would be the one to consider.